अपादमौलि पर्यन्तां गुरूणामाकृतिं स्मरेत् तेन विघ्नाः प्रणश्यन्ति सिद्धन्ति च मनोरथः लक्ष्मीं तनोतु नितरामितरानपीक्ष्य मङ्गृद्वयं निगमशाखिशिखा प्रवालं हैरम्बम् अम्बुरुहडम्बर चौर्यनिघ्नं विघ्नाद्रिभेदशतधारधुरन्धरन्नः सर्वेषां स्वागतं. This is the Bhāvārtha session for the 59th shloka. रहस्यमेतच्छ्रुतिसारसङ्ग्रहम् मया विनिश्चित्य तवोदितं प्रियम् यस्त्वेतदालोचयतीह बुद्धिमान् समुच्यते पातकराशिभिः क्षणात् रहस्यमेतच्छ्रुतिसारसङ्ग्रहम् मया विनिश्चित्य तवोदितं प्रियम् यस्त्वेतदालोचयतीह बुद्धिमान् समुच्यते पातकराशिभिः क्षणात्. So since we have seen the conclusion part in the previous shloka where Rama has now transformed completely into his Brahman form, the continuation of this going where he has connected, he's giving the Phalastuti, saying that the rahasya that I have revealed to you, that is the discourse, that the Upadesha that has now been given, rahasyam yetat Shrutisara Sangraham. That means what has been revealed in Sri Rama Gita is essentially the Sara of the Shruti. That is Veda Pramana, whatever is that. This is the summary of that. Maya, from me. Maya, by me, Vinishchitya. But he has given it not by, okay, he's read it somewhere and therefore he has given it. No, not like that. He has given it to Lakshmana through this discourse after reading it from the Vedas, learning it, practicing it. Vinishchitya, having ascertained, having practiced, having after Pushtikarana, after practicing it, he's giving it to him, Tava, to Lakshmana, to you. I'm giving it to you. Uditam, I'm saying it to you after ascertaining it myself, Priya, oh dear brother. Okay, so rahasyam yetat shruti sara sangraham maya vinishchitya tava uditam priya. So, dear brother, I am giving this knowledge, which is the sara of the shrutis, after having ascertained it myself, after having practicing it myself. Then he says, Yaha, the person, tu. Yes, Yaha tu yetat, that has become yes, tvetat. Then takara, dakara, it becomes with the alochayati. So it becomes Yaha tu yetat alochayati. So the person who thinks, who reflects, alochayati, it can be deep contemplation also. That buddhiman, saha uchyate. Saha muchyate is liberation. Saha visarga gets lopa, so sa muchyate pataka rashibhi. Pataka is since, rashi is mounds, rashibhi kshanat. So a person who can reflect on the tattva that has been given in this particular discourse, that person will be freed from his sins or his karmas also. In this karma, sins, freed from his sins or the mounds of sins in a kshana, in a moment. Within a moment, he will be freed from it. Now, not to mistake this free from the separation of karma phala. Karma phala, we've already spoken about this, cannot be escaped. When we are saying pataka or papa, what happens is these are those kind of karmas which are definitely going to invoke some or the other kind of dukkhas. There are three kinds of dukkhas that also we have spoken about it. Adibauthika, Adidaivika, and then Adhyatmika. So all three are initiated by some karma of ours. So this Pataka are those kind of karmas which inevitably will invoke or will give us the wrath of these kind of sufferings, the dukkhas. So those kind of dukkhas, those kind of pataka kriyas, that those rashis we will be freed from it. Now, freed from it means what? Karma phala we will not be freed. We will no longer be subjected to the tormentation by these kind of karmas, because we have realized that the samsara itself is a mithya. It's basically desensitization of our presence, because we have become, they call, there is a word called stoic in English, where it practically means that the person is not emotionally expressive. He has become very unemotional, where he has stopped being sensitive to certain emotional interferences. So they reach that level where they are able to, when we spoke about yoga nidra also, the practice is simply this: watch the stimulus, watch the in things that is happening in and around you, do not dwell on it, so it passes by, so it can pass off without any problem. It doesn't cause you any problem, personal pain. So in the same way, what happens, we these pataka rashis, whatever is the problems that is caused, the pain that is caused after the dukkhas, we are going to be freed from it, because we will realize that they are either kshanika, or they are of no consequence, or they are not having any internal effect on me, on my prakasha rupa, on my atma rupa. It has no bearing. So I am freed from that attachment. Therefore, I am muchyate, I am liberated from that attachment. That is what I'm going to learn. That is what this shloka is saying. So that is the Bhāvārtha for the shloka. Astu. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः प्रतिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषां गोब्राह्मणेभ्यो शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि।